Hey everybody, it's Anna. Time for our final card in this week's tarot story. We have the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so if you look at this card and you take it quite literally, it looks like someone's being stabbed in the heart, right? There are three swords piercing this heart, so we can connect this card to heartbreak and to feeling as though you're experiencing something very, very distressing. But this is a swords card, and swords are not about the heart. They're about the mind. They're about ideas, expectations, and beliefs. So when this card shows up, it suggests that although we may be interpreting something as heartbreak, it's not really as much as that our hearts are involved as it is that we had an idea of something and it's not working out the way we wanted to. And it's causing us discomfort, absolutely. But it's like we're misinterpreting what's really happening. So sometimes people talk about being in love, but it turns out they're in love with the idea of love. That's what this card is about. It's about saying, you think this is really important, but and it's breaking your heart. But the truth is, you're invested in this because you're invested in the idea of this, not the experience of this. So this card would show up when something that you've thought that didn't work out the way you wanted to, and now you're going to have to accept that something is shifting, right? And changing. The reversal of the card might suggest to me that actually this loss has already happened. Like maybe you've already had to let go of something. You had a plan for your life. You had a love affair you were counting on and it didn't work out. And so you've already had to release it. But instead of just accepting this didn't work out and now moving on, maybe we're kind of feeling sorry for ourselves. We're wallowing in it a little. So then when it turns upside down, this card would say, you know what? It wasn't what you thought it was. It wasn't really going to serve you. I know you had ideas, big ideas about what it was going to do, but those were not based on reality. So don't mourn overly something that isn't real, that was just in your mind. This is kind of a tricky card because we can get confused between our heart being broken and our expectations being crushed. And the swords cards are always quite tricky because the mind is sort of the slow learner in our human experience. Our hearts are pretty adept and our bodies are pretty adept and our passion, which is connected to our soul, all of that is pretty good at moving forward and being flexible. But the mind is the least flexible part of us. It holds on to the bitter, bitter end. So notice today if your mind is kind of gravitating around, oh, this loss and this terrible experience and how sad it is. And realize that what it's focusing on isn't reality. It's a picture of reality. And a picture of reality is not what you want for your life. You want substance. You want things that actually touch your heart, things that actually inspire your passion, things that actually increase your abundance, physical well-being in the world, not the idea of it. So try to go ahead and release the rest of whatever this is and have a lovely, peaceful weekend. See you next week for our next tarot story. Bye.